Welcome back, everybody. Time for another weekly challenge. And there are actually 4 of us doing this now. And you'll get to see all 3 of those other videos in links in the description below for this video. But let me tell you what the challenge is for this week that me, Stealth 17 Gaming, Everyday's Different, and Brother Monroe are doing. So here it is. Convoy Raid. The player builds 5 PT boats, age 1908, Italy. Enemy is Austro-Hungarian, 1908. The enemy gets 4 light cruisers and 15 transports. You get 2 points for every transport you sink, 5 points for every light cruiser you sink. 2 points lost for every PT boat you lose. So the maximum points to be scored could be 50 points. If you sink all 4 of the cruisers, that's 20 points. All 15 transports, that's 30. There's no time limit on this one. Obviously, though, we're up against a very challenging scenario. You can choose to disengage if you feel that you've scored enough points for the match, or if you want to make your boats survive. Like I said, you lose 2 for every boat that you lose. So we could get minus 10 if we lose all the boats, but we could gain as many as 50 if we sink everything. Starting range 10,000 meters. Let's go ahead and get into our design. There's actually not a lot we can do with torpedo boats. Mainly, I just need to do what I can to keep these guys alive. They're maxed out at 600 tons. We're going to get as many bulkheads as we can. We're going to get the best engines we can. I got to look for survivability, which in this case might mean, well, oil isn't much different. Alright, so let's go to our main tower, which we don't have a lot of options on that. If I go to front tower, that actually gives me another spot for a gun, I believe. I could be wrong about that. If I can't get a main gun on there, there's probably no point to using this tower. No, I can't. So we'll go with the best one then. This one actually gives us a little more space. So maybe we'll try that. I'm going to go with the standard funnel. See, the enhanced funnel just takes up too much room. Although, if that gives us more speed, maybe it's worth it. Alright, so the 3-inch guns do twice as much damage as the 4s do. But let's look at accuracy at 5,000 meters, 2.5%, 3.1%. So the 2-inch guns have better accuracy, but of course that's based on the current propellant. If we change the propellant to, say, cordite, I'm looking at the one that gives me the least chance of an explosion or fire, maybe white powder. That, of course, changes some of these numbers. The 4-inch guns do twice as much damage. You can do see 78 versus 38 versus 27. So we'll go with the 4-inch gun up front. How many torpedo launchers can we get on this thing? I don't think we can. Can we squeeze any? Even like a 1 in here somewhere? Yes, we can. That's actually really helpful. Because the 1s are going to reload differently than the 2s. So that should give me a little more flexibility for firing. I'm going to go with standard shells because the heavy shells increase the chances for fires and things like that. Standard ammo. We are going to increase the number of torpedoes because I think that's primarily what we're going to rely on. We'll go with 18s for a little more damage. And I think we're going to go with fast ones just so they'll get there a little quicker so he doesn't have as much time to turn. Again, I'm looking at the flash fire chance. And I'm going to do everything I can to keep that as low as possible. Now I'm going to go, obviously, the aft weight offset is a huge issue. But I'm not worried about accuracy so much, I guess, with the guns anyway. Engine efficiency is 93%. I kind of like having the speed. Let's take this out for a spin and see what happens. All right, here we go. This is going to be a challenge for sure. My main thing is just trying to stay alive. If I can stay alive long enough to take out some of the ships, and if I can avoid his light cruisers as long as possible, I feel like I have a chance. I'm also going to turn off the torpedoes for now because they take so long to reload. You can see here the one takes 225 seconds. The twos take 450 seconds. So I want to make these shots count. So I'm going to wait as long as possible before unleashing my torpedoes. Let's go ahead and get them into a tighter formation. And the main thing, I'm just going to try to pick off some of these transports. The transports are going to have guns too. Alright, so I'm just going to try to pick off whoever I see first. Avoid his light cruisers, hopefully, as long as possible. And then hope for the best. There's no time limit on this. And this being 1908, I expect I'll get pretty close before I actually see them. I'm going to go ahead and slow down, just so I can try to get my formation a little tighter. Oh, and just as I was about to take a break from recording while we got in closer, we spotted them. So let's see, these are transports. Okay. We're almost in torpedo range already. I don't want to get too close, but I also recognize that I've got to get close enough to actually have a chance to hit with these things. Alright, I'm going to go ahead. I think I'm just going to go ahead and start unleashing some. There's so many torpedoes, I'm hoping they'll be bunched up enough to where I'll get a hit. Because I don't want to get so close that he can start landing hits on me. There's 20 of those enemy ships. Here come our first torpedoes in the water. And we decided to go with the speedy torpedoes this time. They won't have as much range, but they'll get to the target faster. And let's see, the guns, main guns use shift alt right click. I always forget that. So I'm going to shift what I'm firing with my guns. Alright, we got some damage going on here. I think these torpedoes are going to miss this guy. He's not really moving that fast though. You can see they're already putting damage on me though. I'm hoping maybe not only do we hit the guy in front, but we can hit the one behind him too. And already Centauro's taken enough damage that he's going to drop back in the line, which drives me nuts that that happens. I wish it wouldn't do that. There's our first torpedo hit. Man, I thought for sure that one torpedo was going to be enough. We're going to get 2 hits on Bravo. Okay, it is going to be enough. We caused enough flooding there. It's just taking time. Going to get 2 hits right on the rear of Bravo. That might not be enough to sink him just because of where it hit. There's more torpedoes coming, but unfortunately they're probably going to go right into the other ones. So 1 down out of the 15 transports. Okay, we see big shells coming in here. That's gotta be his light cruisers, which I definitely want to turn away from as quickly as possible. There's another torpedo hit, but I think that hit the one that's already sinking. But those are definitely going to finish off Bravo. Yep, there we go. So that's 2 down. I want to avoid those light cruisers because they're definitely spotting me and already firing on me. We can't see most of his transports yet. I think I might go up this way. Oh boy, there's, yeah, no, we're gonna definitely turn this way because more of the transports are back here, and I've got to get away from those probably 5-inch guns that the cruisers have. Alright, Where's my torpedo? I actually... Ooh, there's another one. So we got 3 of them now. I want to get my torpedoes on these guys if possible. There's another one. Alright, now we're getting all crazy with our order because of the damage that's being taken. Thankfully, friendly damage doesn't do anything. But we've sunk 4 of his transports now. Alright, let's try to get around the Cassiopeia the best we can. Yeah, I think no matter what, we're going to run right into him, so just take it and like it, I guess. Antares is in bad shape. Hopefully they can get on top of that flooding. Right, go at these guys. Good thing that friendly damage doesn't do anything. I really hope they fix that mechanic where the second somebody takes damage, they drop out of the line, because you can see what it does to your formations. It just screws up the formations in the worst way. I know I sound like a broken record complaining about that every single time, but it's just an ongoing issue. Alright, why aren't we getting torpedoes in the water here? There we go. Now we are. Now that the torpedoes are going, I'm going to switch targets with my guns. Hopefully we can get our order resolved here too. And hopefully we get a couple more sinkings with these torpedoes. We got them coming from multiple angles, and I fear this guy's going to avoid all of them. Hoping these 2 might hit him, and I don't think he's going to get away from those. We got 1 hit on that one. There's 2 hits on him. There's another sinking. I think that's 5. I might have to go back and watch the video again, because I'm having a little trouble keeping track. Pretty sure that's 5. The straight bear would be 6. And I think we've got him. There's enough of his compartments flooding. There we go. That's 6. How are we doing on torpedo tubes? Is anybody ready to fire? Yeah, Cassiopeia is. Don't you drop out of order because you got some damage. And they did. Oh, I'm so tired of that. Alright, 6 down. Clymene got 1 torpedo in the water, which may actually score a direct hit. Nah, I think they're going to miss it to the rear. We did cause a flash fire, though. He's down by 6 transports, which means he's got 9 to go. I'd be pretty content, I think, if I were to take out all of his transports and keep all of mine alive and go for the 40 points. Although I know somebody, probably Stealth or somebody's going to be an overachiever and get all 50 points somehow. I'm trying to go for something safe. But we'll see what happens. I'm not going to risk losing all of my ships to try and take on those light cruisers. I know that. Let's go ahead and take it up to 3 speed. So far we have not had a visual on the light cruisers, though we can see their shots coming in. There's a torpedo hit Another 2 more Yep, I think we got you. That'll be 7. All right, let's switch it out here. That's 7. So we've got... Oh, darn it. Aldebaran fired torpedoes before I could switch the target. Darn. That was a wasted lot of torpedoes there. 7 down, 8 to go. We can actually go up to 5 speed now if we want. Yeah, see, there are more torpedoes hitting an already dead target. Now we can only see one of his transports. Can always hope that one of those torpedoes maybe sneaks in behind and hits another target that we can't see. Oh, there's a hit. I don't know if that's going to be enough flooding or not. Be great if it is. I'm not sure that it is, though. That's a second torpedo. That'll do it. That's got to be enough. Although it probably hit in the same spot, so it's not going to cause any more flooding. There's a third torpedo. That one did it. So that's 8. And we've got all 5 of ours still alive. So that's 16 points out of a possible 50. Long way to go. We have no actual live targets right now. We'll go up to 5 times speed until we spot somebody. They're not running, are they? Okay, we finally spotted one again. Oh man, we're almost out of... our guns are almost done here. That's a problem. We're really not causing a lot of damage with the guns anyway. This is really just going to come down to our remaining torpedoes. Which I'm going to tell them to be safe. To save on the torpedoes. Already should be doing that on the guns anyway. He's definitely running from me. Let's go ahead up to full speed, see if we can catch him. Oh, we're headed toward the cruisers again. Here come their shots. Oh, that's a big hit too. No, that was a transport hit me. 4-inch guns. No! Are you kidding me? A transport's gonna sink me? No, that was a 7-inch right there. Yeah. He's got 7-inch guns on his light cruisers in 1908. Well, that's impressive. Alright, so this is a problem now. Because what do I do? Because all of these guys are obviously nice and close to his light cruisers. And with 7-inch guns, I'm sure to be in trouble if I get too close. I guess I'm just going to have to risk it. I have to take my chances. A transport got a hit for 332 damage on the Cassiopeia. That's crazy. Alright, I don't want to get too many torpedoes at one target. So let's go ahead and switch our target. Come on, baby. I think we're going to score 2 hits here. Almost had 3. Oh, but they both hit in the same spot. That's not going to cause enough flooding damage. No, I don't think so. Where are the rest of my... Oh, they're way back there, trying to get themselves in order, I guess. Alright, we're going to come up right at this guy. Can't even spot the other one that I damaged. We've got one solitary torpedo coming at him, and I don't think it's going to do anything. Antares is getting low on torpedoes. I'm getting low on everything, unfortunately. I don't think even if I hit this guy that it's going to be enough from a single torpedo, but that is a nice hit. Beautiful shot. Alright, there's a sinking. That one, oh wow, one hit wonder, baby. Love it. Alright, we're going to come around this way because I know that other transport's got to be over here. I think that's 9. I'll have to go back and watch the video to be sure. Alright, let's see if Antares can do it again. There are his light cruisers. We might have to come in here and try to get a shot on one of those. It's worth it to trade one of my torpedo boats for a light cruiser if we can do it. Oh, there goes Antares. Who's going to be taking the lead now? Holy cow. Centauro? Because it's 2 points lost for one of my ships going down, but I score 5 for sinking a light cruiser. If I can get close enough, that is. Obviously, the ideal situation is to sink his ships and not lose mine. Alright, looks like I scored a torpedo hit. 721 damage. I didn't see it, though. Let me slow down for a second. Cassiopeia hit Temis. It was this one here. Oh, Antares, come on, baby. Stay afloat. At least the flooding is spread out a little bit, but I don't like how close they're getting to this ship, unless we can sink it. It's amazing. I mean, I guess it's because of the smoke. I still can't spot his light cruisers. Come on, Antares. We got to sink this guy before. There's another torpedo hit on him. Don't fire any more torpedoes at that guy. He's done. I think that's 10. 10 transports down. So that's 20 points. I'm still worried about Antares staying afloat. Where the heck is that light cruiser? Okay, well, after quite a while of not spotting anybody, we just got eyes on one of his light cruisers. And it seems to be all by itself. Now, I'm really spread out because a couple of my ships just can't get up very fast, Antares in particular. And now I'm getting fired on by another one of his light cruisers, so we got to be especially careful here. I'm actually going to flip back around so I can kind of loop around in behind my other ships as they make their way up here, so I don't get any closer to this guy. I don't know how lucky I'm going to get with these light cruiser shots, but it's kind of difficult to see. That's a long shot. And really only one hit from one of his 7-inch guns could be enough to finish me off. So I just got to kind of get lucky right now. It's going to be really easy for him to avoid these torpedoes at this range because they're just not... Well, I got a nice spread. But if he turns, which he's starting to do now, this is going to be interesting. Oh boy. We might get one. Maybe. That one's going to just... Oh, that one hit him. Oh, I got two. Is that a light cruiser down? Are we going to find out? That's the question. Yes, I got one of light cruisers. Beautiful. Nice job, Centauro. That's 5 points. So I think we're at 25 now. I'll have to go back and watch the tape, but I think that's 10 transports and a light cruiser. Because it doesn't give you like a score at the end, you know? I mean, here we can see that we hit the light cruiser Teodo. And we hit him twice. And then we see question mark sank from heavy flooding. But we know that's who that was. But we didn't have eyes on him at the time he sank, so that makes it kind of challenging. Alright, we don't have anybody at the moment that we're spotting, so I'm going to go ahead and flip back around again. Get a little closer to the rest of my ships. So now here's where it gets tricky. My two lead ships, Centauro, the doubles are out. I've got 4 single torpedo shots available for my torpedo tubes. Cassiopeia has no torpedo ammo. So then that leaves the 3 that are damaged. Antares has no more torpedoes. This guy's the only one that's got a decent amount of torpedoes, available. So I'm probably going to detach him. Maybe take them out. Try to get a hit on another light cruiser. Because unfortunately, without torpedoes, there's little reason to risk the other ships. So I'm going to detach Cassiopeia and just kind of send Cassiopeia the heck out of here. There's no reason to further risk them. Antares has nothing and is therefore useless to my cause. So Aldebaran, Cassiopeia, nothing. Antares, nothing. So those are the 3 I'm going to go with. Okay. Well, I've been hunting for quite a while, and unfortunately, I just can't seem to catch up to this guy. My Aldebaran is only going 12 knots. Centauro's doing 32, and Clymene can only do 20, so she's starting to fall behind now that I've gotten up to full speed. And I'm hoping I can just maybe catch up and pick off one more. But if not, I'm pretty content. I saved all 5 of my ships. I sank 10 transports, and you guys can kind of score the video for me. Tell me if I'm right on that or not. I believe it was 10 transports and a light cruiser. So that's going to give me a total of 25 points out of a possible 50. It's only half, but, you know, I guess I'll take it. But we'll wait a little bit longer here and see if we can maybe catch up to this guy and try to get 1 or 2 more picked off. I've only got 4 torpedoes on the Centauro. Clymene, who's fallen behind, still has 14 torpedoes. Alright, well, I just can't keep up. I can't seem to catch these guys, so I think we're going to have to call it a day. So that'll be 25 points for me. I don't expect that will be enough to get me first place. I expect 1 or all 3 of my competitors in this journey may have done better, but we'll see. So as soon as I have the links to their videos, I'll make sure that they are in the description. All the videos are going to go live at the same time, so definitely check out the other 3. Subscribe to those guys. Let's all support one another. We're all on the same team here. Please drop a like if you would on this video, and we will see you again soon with some more custom battles. Thanks for watching.